Good morning, everyone. I think I'm live. Yeah, I am. Good morning. I'm a little bit early, but I saw there was some people in the chat, and I just didn't want to, make y'all wait. And me just sitting right here. I was just sitting here waiting for it to be time. Let's see who's in here. Queen C. Hey, girl. Jamie. How are you doing, Jamie? Vicky. Good to see you. Lisa. Shug. How are y'all doing? I had a busy weekend, Jamie. How was your weekend? I'm exhausted, guys. I am just worn out. I'm so tired. I've had an emotional morning. Oh my God, I'm going to try not to cry. Something's happened to my little duck friend. Oh my God, I'm not going to cry. But yeah, the little duck that comes up here with the goose, he's gone. I don't know what happened to him. Sorry, guys. I get really emotional. Well, yesterday, I heard the goose down there honking over at her pond. So I put out some food and they never did come. And then I said, Mark, I wonder why that goose keeps honking down there every breath. And he said, well, when I went out of the holler, I didn't see him in the pond with the goose. She honked all night long. So I walked down there this morning. I took the shortcut through my landlord's parking lot and took a peek, and she was in the pond, and I didn't see him. And then I sent Mark back down there, and he said she was out there picking grass, honking, but the duck was nowhere around. I don't know what happened to Jack. If they got rid of Jack and done that goose that way, that was her best friend. She'd try to bite at the tires of a car, like going out of my driveway, thinking it was going to hit her little friend. I think something happened to him, though. Of course, he could be inside hurt. Maybe they'd take him to the vet. Can you ask them? Hey, these people, I'll tell you, he is a preacher, y'all, and he does not take care of his animals. This is not the first one of his animals that I've ever cared for. He had one of those big Wyman, I can't say it, one of those big German dogs. They call them the gray ghost. They almost look like a Great Dane, kind of. They favor them a little bit. They're real big, a Weimaraner, something like that. And his name was Knox, or his name is Knox. They changed it to Thor, his new owners, but they just would not take care of that dog. He'd come up here every morning. He would break through like the little invisible fence they had, and he had a collar on it, shock him, try to keep him in their yard. He'd break through that. He was smart. He learned that it just hurt like a second, and he could be free to come up here. Yeah, they went to Vegas, left him down there by himself outside, just having somebody come and feed him. And he came up here and stayed with me the whole time. They were in Vegas. One night he slept on the couch with me. It was like really hard to sleep with that big dog. But yeah, this is not the first time. Oh, she is heartbroken. She has honked her head off like feather. It has broke my heart for her. Oh, hey, Haley. Wham a Norner. I don't think I'm saying that right, but yeah, that's exactly what he is. And it just so happens the guy that ended up with Knox, he changed his name to Thor, which I didn't like, but anyhow, uh, he owns that mobile home across from me. It's his rental property. So when he comes up to check on it, I get to see the dog. I always give him a treat and some water. We don't know what happened, Red Room. We don't know what happened to Jack. I mean, he could be in the house, hurt, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think. I don't think he is. I think something happened to him. I was going to go back. Let me get off of this chat. I want to go over to my Funny Farm channel and see what day that was they came up here and that raccoon was outside. That's the last time I saw him. That was 2 days ago. Wait, let me see. No, they were up here Saturday evening. Let me click on this video and see what date this is. May the 8th. So that was what, Saturday, guys? Let me get my planner. I'm sorry, we're going to do some true crime. I've just been so upset. I mean, I love animals. They're like people to me, you know. No, that was Friday. But they were here Saturday. I just didn't do a video. They were here because I was over at the Funny Farm and I didn't know they were over here eating. They didn't make any noise. And Mark told me that they were here, and I looked down at the parking lot below me and I saw them walking back home. So yeah, they were here Saturday. So something happened Saturday night. Because Sunday morning, Mark went out of the holler. He went to mow a yard for someone, and he said that the duck, he noticed the duck wasn't in the pond with the goose. And she was honking then also. I could ask them, but I don't think those neighbors like us too well, that feather, over their dog. I feel like they think we took their dog. They couldn't keep him home. But look, when you got a big playful dog like that, and you and your spouse work all day, that dog needs attention. You can't keep them locked up in a big crate. They was like never home, never gave him any attention, and he found his way up here to me. And you know, I couldn't help it, but they feel some type of way about that. The guy that actually got Knox, he said the day that he went and picked up Knox from their house, he said the preacher, I'm just going to call him preacher, I'm not going to say his name, he was in there sitting. He said he never told that dog bye or anything, and they had Knox for 2 years, raised him from a puppy. He wouldn't even look at that dog and say bye to him. Mark made some kind of post on Facebook today about not all preachers get in heaven. He was pissed off because, you know, it's not that we don't like these people. It's we don't like the way that they treat animals. They treat animals as though they don't have any feelings and stuff. And it pisses me off. That goose and duck would have never been up here at my house if they had been feeding them. You think they're going to wander that far up the road? If they were fed properly? No, they would stay right at their nice big pond. Pisses me off. Let me get back on my chat. I have cried all morning. I know some people may think that's dumb. It's not even my duck, but they've been coming up here for months now, about 3 or 4 months. Yeah, I should. If I could keep her, I don't know how Annabelle would react to her. I would get her some kind of swimming pool she could get in, you know, make a way for her to swim, because I think they have to have water, like, to stay healthy, ducks, and, you know, you can't have them without anywhere to get in the water. That'd be cruel. It's shameful to have pets and not take care. And you know what? Knox, he is an awesome dog. He's calmed down a lot as he's gotten older and he's got this owner. But I just don't understand why they just didn't try to train this dog. And they just got rid of him like he was nothing. But he's an awesome dog. Yeah, he was real playful. I know one day I took him home and that lady, if you watch my Funny Farm video, I showed you their house on a video. We took a walk to the duck pond and I couldn't show too much because someone was down there fishing, but they live in a nice house. She said the dog had destroyed her house. And I was just thinking, well, it's your fault if it has, because if you show dogs attention and, you know, they got money, they could have got that dog trained. They just didn't show him enough attention. But, you know, she tried to sell him to me for $1,000. And I was like, I can't afford that. And plus, I couldn't have him anyways. He was so big, and I got 4 dogs. And lady don't like him over me. Yeah, you remember that video on how they got to my house like feather? Yeah, they live in a really nice house. It's for sale. But, yeah, Mark went to school with him, okay? And Mark said that he has a history of getting animals and then not taking care of them right. He used to breed, I believe it was boxers, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to ask Mark again. He's not here right now. But yeah, Mark said he used to do that. Then he got rid of all that. He said he has, ever since he's known him, he has done stuff like that with different breeds of dogs. Yeah. Good morning, Tremaine. Hey, Alex. Yeah, it's broke my heart for Jill. I mean, y'all should hear her. I knew when I really started paying attention to her honking, it's a desperate honk. She's honking for her little friend and he is nowhere to be found. It's so sad. Tremaine says, delicate flower. I am delicate. My feelings get hurt easy. I get really attached to animals. Crap. I didn't mean to get on here and get upset and cry. My heart is broken. And then to top it off, here I get on YouTube, and one of my favorite parrots has passed away. Over on Sharon Sue's channel, she's got an African gray parrot named Botan. I loved Botan. I hadn't watched him in a while, a couple months, but he just like got sick and passed away like overnight. She's lost quite a few birds since I've been watching her channel the last 4 or 5 years. She rescues birds, though. They usually got problems when she gets them, you know. Karen says, cement shoes. I was the same. I swore I'd never get another one. Sure, I got 2 little rescue dogs last year, Duffy and Daisy. I love my fur babies, and they love me. I know. Like Ladybug, if something happened to me, I don't think Ladybug would survive, y'all. I mean, my son gets a tickle out of her. She does not want me to give any other dog any affection. She'll come and knock them out of the way. She's right by my side at all times. She's over there sleeping right now, curled up. But I think she would be one of those dogs, God forbid something happened, that would probably grieve herself to death. She's just a dog that needs a female owner, you know. The Queen C, I see you, girl. I said hi to you earlier. Did you not hear me? Sometimes I feel like nobody can see me when I go in chats too. Anyways, we're going to get to our true crime. So, I did a video, didn't really have much information in it, but Alex Cox died of natural causes. Like, when I saw that article, the first day I saw it, My mouth flew open. My mouth is still hanging open from that. I was so wrong. I thought he killed himself, or Lori Bello poisoned him and killed him. No, he died of natural causes. And I think it was Angel that commented the other day she'd like to see the toxicology. Well, I found this article this morning that's got the actual autopsy in it. Look, guys. And it's got the toxicology in it. I had to look up how to pronounce those medical phrases the other day. But basically, what he died of was a blood clot to the lung and high blood pressure. Can y'all believe it? Meow meow. Meow meow, your Carol Baskin videos, it's hilarious. Let me. Okay, I just wanted to get back in my StreamYards for a minute, make sure I didn't mute myself. Okay, so the cause of death, I'm going to try to pronounce this again, bilateral pulmonary thromboembolic. I was told it's pronounced thromboembolic. Thromboembolic. Something like that. But basically, it just means that he had a blood clot went to his lungs. Now, I've got a good article. We're going to read about Alex Cox and stuff I came across this morning. And it's about Alex Cox and Joseph Ryan, actually. But yeah, manner of death, as you can see, natural. And it just goes through, through the findings, summary, and opinion. Okay, according to the investigative history as available to me that provided by the detectives at the time of the examination, the descendant was reportedly complaining of chest pain, shortness of breath for approximately 1 week prior to being found unresponsive on his bathroom floor on December 12, 2019. Excuse me. He was transported to a local hospital where death was pronounced shortly after arrival. According to his wife, the descendant had no past medical history and was not taking any routine medications. The descendant's wife reported the descendant had complaints of burning in his chest and shortness of breath since Friday, 12/6/2019. Law enforcement also relayed that they have an open investigation involving the descendant. I've never heard that word, descendant. I mean, I have, but anyhow. So the manner of death is natural. His full name, Alexander Lamar Cox. Isn't he 50 years old? I thought he was like my age, 40. I guess he's older than me. A lot older than me. Okay, and it says they received the body in a zippered body bag. Okay. That's just the general external examination. Okay, internal examination. Let's see what it says about the cardiovascular system. Let me see what y'all are saying in chat, Keisha. I wonder what we're gonna see. Andrew, that's a good question. And okay, let's go down to his toxicology. Okay, okay. Here it is, toxicology report. Oh, Mama, I just now got your message. I don't know where the ducky's at. I hope he's in the house, maybe wounded or something, but I don't think he is. Okay, so he had caffeine in his system. Oh gosh, about time to block somebody. He had caffeine in his system, naloxone. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let me go grab my Aleve for a minute. I think I got some pills that's got that in it. Hold on. Maybe that's not the same thing. That looks so familiar, naloxone. Okay, no, mine's naproxen sodium tablets. What's naloxone? Wait. Is Alex Cox on Suboxone? Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta look this up. Hold on just a minute. Narcan, naloxone, is an opiate antagonist used for the complete and partial reversal of opiate overdose. Okay, it's spelled the exact same way, Naloxone. So they gave him Narcan. That's for overdose, right? It says it right there. Let me get into the chat here. If I'd looked at the chat, I could have seen Max comment. Yeah. Okay. I thought that sounded like really familiar, but I had it confused with my naproxen. They might have thought he overdosed. Clots are hard to diagnose. They gave it to him to try to revive him. Okay. Okay. They thought he was overdosed. See, the way they described him and stuff when this happened, I thought he overdosed too. But I think when you pass away, you can, I guess, where your body relaxes or whatever, go to the bathroom on yourself. I guess that's how you put it. Okay. So caffeine positive, naloxone positive. And that's all I see. I don't know what this is right here. The nitrogen right here. Ura or something like that. Okay, right here it's talking about the naloxone. Okay, it's got it highlighted. Narcan. Okay, so yeah. Blocks the effects of opiates. I'm just reading what this says. Okay, so I thought naloxone was in Suboxone, and it says it right here. It's also available in combination with buprenorphine, Suboxone, for the treatment of opiate dependence. I knew I saw that word before. Combination is available in 2 milligram buprenorphine. Okay, so I'm just wondering if they gave him that or if Alex was on Suboxone. Seems like I heard there might have been some history of drug use in that family, in the Cox family. It's given take away alcohol withdrawal or urges too, Mac. Well, good morning, Mac, by the way. Good morning to everybody I missed. I got upset and I don't even know who come in and said what when I was talking about my little duck friend. Poor little Jack. He was my little redneck duck. He had a redneck, so I called him my little redneck. Okay. Let's see what else. I need somebody up here that knows how to read all this medical stuff. A nurse, someone. I'm just trying to scroll through here and see if I see anything interesting catches my eye. Okay, that looks like it's the end of it. I guarantee, I have a feeling that they may have gave him Narcan when EMTs got there, but I got a feeling that Alex Cox had a drug problem. And he was taking Suboxone. But she said that his wife said he didn't go to the doctor or anything. That don't mean he wasn't taking Suboxone. No, he could have got them, bought them off somebody. You know, a lot of drug addicts, they'll go get Suboxone and they'll go sell it to people so they'll have money to go buy their favorite drug. Hey, Mac, have you talked to KDF? I'm just worried about her. I've not seen, she's not coming. She usually comes in Discord and says, hey, just checking in. But she hasn't. And I came across an article that and I know we've said this before on here, the FBI is now investigating the death of Lori Vallow's third husband, Joseph Ryan. It's really weird, you know, how all these people died. I have it wrote down here. So we got Joseph Ryan allegedly drops dead of a heart attack in 2018, in the summer of 2018, I think. Charles DeBello dies July 11th, 2019. Tammy Daybell, October 19th, 2019. Alex Cox, December 12th, 2019. I mean, it's just like a lot of deaths surrounding Lori Vallow. And her sister allegedly died from diabetes, which she was like 30 years old, like back in the 90s. I was trying to look up this morning what could cause someone to have, what pill could cause someone to appear to have a heart attack, but it not show up in the toxicology results. But I couldn't find anything. It just kept taking me to toxicology results and what toxicology results meant, you know. Boy, if the police ever searched my Google searches, they'd think I was a real weirdo because of all the crime stuff I look up. Poor Lori spent Mother's Day in jail. Yeah, I wonder why she didn't teleport out of there. And here, Melanie Boudreau, her niece, you know, she's telling people that Lori was trying to protect her kids from people, trying to keep them safe. Bullshit. There's nobody trying to harm those children. She's the only one that's a danger to those children, her and Chad Daybell. Okay, so let me read this article to y'all. This was very interesting. Hold on just one sec. Let me get organized. And this is about Joseph Ryan. And this article is by Oxygen. Investigators are looking into another death connected to Lori Vallow, the Idaho mom whose children have been missing since September. The FBI is now including an examination of the death of Lori Vallow's third husband, Joseph Ryan, into their investigation into her. Joseph was found dead in his apartment in 2018, what was classified at the time as a heart attack, 14 years after his marriage to Vallow had ended. We are aware of Mr. Ryan's death, and it has become a part of the investigation into Lori Vallow, an FBI spokesperson told People. In an interview with Court TV Live, Ryan's sister, Annie Cushing, told Ashley Banfield that an FBI agent interviewed her for 3 hours about the relationship between Vallow and Ryan and the circumstances surrounding his death. The FBI thinks she is a black widow. Vallow and Ryan were married from 2001 to 2004 and share a daughter, Tylee Ryan, 17, who hasn't been seen since September. Joseph had also adopted Vallow's son from her second marriage, Colby Ryan. Cushing told Banfield that she had been close with both her brother and Lori, and that they often vacationed together. She said that this man was a good dad to Tylee, Banfield said. However, Colby Ryan had a different impression of his one-time father figure. Our relationship was not great, Colby said on Friday's episode of Dateline, which dived into the case of Lori Vallow's missing children. Colby said his mom and Joseph got married when he was a preschooler and said all the changes to his life that came along with the marriage had not been easy for him as a young child. Colby described a difficult relationship with Joseph. He went out of his way to make a point when he would spank me and then just did weird things like little hits in the head. He thought it was funny. Oh, God. Somebody come and hit my son in the head, and I knew about it. I'd probably whack him upside the head with the iron skillet. I know I would. Colby also alleged that Joseph sexually abused him during the marriage. A secret he said he eventually confided to his mom. I remember how devastated she was. I can't imagine the feeling, and that's why I didn't want to tell her in the beginning, he said. Banfield addressed Colby's allegations of sexual abuse with Joseph's sister. She said that they extensively investigated this allegation, Child and Family Services, 9 months worth of investigation in which Joe was not allowed to see his daughter Tylee and obviously not allowed to see Colby, and they did not go ahead with the prosecution because of inconsistencies in Colby's story, Ashley Banfield said in the Court TV Live segment. Annie says that her brother Joseph submitted to a polygraph test and did everything he was supposed to, and that Tylee, the daughter, never made any similar accusations. I wonder what the results of that polygraph test were. Colby didn't seem like, of course, you never do know someone. You can't judge someone just by seeing them in an interview. I know that, but he just seems like a nice, polite young man. I just can't see him just making up an ugly lie about his ex-stepfather who's passed away. There was something in his eyes that made me believe him. Why would he lie about it? What does he have to gain from that? Unless, I just thought of something. Lori Vallow could have brainwashed him when he was little and he just don't remember it into thinking that. She could have done something to put that in his head. But there was something in his eyes. He believed what he was saying. I could tell he believed what he was saying. But I'm just saying, you know how these brainwashers are. Okay. So After the marriage ended, the couple engaged in a heated battle for custody of Tylee, and in the summer 2017, Bella's brother Alex Cox even attacked Joseph Ryan in an Austin parking lot with a stun gun. Alex had allegedly tried to kill Joseph, according to Dateline, but Joseph escaped. Alex later pleaded guilty to aggravated assault, served 90 days behind bars for the incident. Then in 2018, Joseph was found dead. Joseph died in his apartment and was not discovered for a week, Banfield noted on Court TV Live. It was his neighbor who made the discovery and called the police, and the police took his body and did what his sister calls a preliminary autopsy. Although Vallow, this is what was interesting, is why I wanted to read this article to you. Although Lori and Joseph had not been married in years, she was still listed as his next of kin and was contacted by the police. And that got me thinking, well, really, his next of kin and him being divorced for Lori should have been his sister or Tylee or somebody. But I got to thinking, I wonder if she had life insurance on him. I wonder if he had life insurance going to her. I know that Tylee would draw a check from her dad died, survivor's benefits. Lori could have gave him something or put something in his food, snuck in, put something in his food, make him appear to have a heart attack. I don't know. It's just really weird. You know, she's wanting to carry out this big prophecy into the world crap. Wouldn't she need Joseph Tylee's dad out of the way, along with Charles Vallow and Tammy Daybell, anybody that was getting in her way of fulfilling this damn stupid prophecy? I guess you call it a prophecy. I don't know the correct words. So they questioned Joseph's sister for 3 hours, the FBI, asking all kinds of questions about their relationship. They must think she was possibly involved in his death. I believe they're thinking she's a black widow. I believe she is a black widow. KDF. Girl, I didn't know you was in the chat. I was reading something on my phone. I'm sorry. It's good to see you. Had to get you and Mac up here talking about Carol Baskin. Yeah, I was talking about food. I'm hungry now. Okay. Now we're going to get to the evil grandmothers. I'm hoping and praying that they hurry up and get this investigation done on Lori Vallow and figure out what in the hell is going on. This is like a damn movie or something. Hollywood made up. It's like a Lifetime movie or something. I do not feel that those kids are safe. I hope and pray they are, but I don't feel that way. Lori Vallow has no problem getting rid of anybody that's in her way, and she thought her kids were possessed. She thought they were zombies. And they describe zombies as soulless beings walking the earth. That woman's bad mentally ill. She got something bad wrong with her. I know there's a lot of us on here that's got mental illness, myself included, but she got something real crazy going on, guys. Damn stupid prophecy. I know. I called a prophecy. I don't know what it is. Is Morgan in here? I didn't see Morgan. Still don't see Morgan. Where's she at? Oh, there she is. Hey, Morgan. Queen C, do I get eggs? I got plenty of eggs, y'all, if y'all need any. I just gave away a dozen eggs yesterday. There's no way anybody could eat that many eggs, as many as my hens lay. My eggs in my incubator, I had some I put in on 420. They were supposed to hatch today. No chirping, nothing. The eggs don't smell, but I don't think they're going to hatch, guys. There's a missing toddler. I didn't see the article till right then, but we'll get to that. We talked about a story a while back about a grandmother and some of the family members that had tortured this little boy and killed him. And we have a little update about it. Let's see what's going on with it. That a sweet little thing he is, bless his heart. Grandmother accused of sadistically torturing, killing 12-year-old grandson. She's going to face the death penalty. She admits to allowing other children in the home to violently punish the boy. Pieces of crap. Okay. Crap. I pushed allow, but I didn't get updates. Okay, so this happened in Montana. Montana prosecutors plan to seek the death penalty for a woman accused of torturing, beating, and killing her grandson. Patricia Batts is facing charges of deliberate homicide, criminal endangerment, aggravated kidnapping, strangulation of a family member in connection with the death of 12-year-old James Hurley, whose body was found in the family's West Yellowstone home on February 3rd. On Friday, Deputy Gallatin County Attorney Bjorn Boyer reportedly filed court papers indicating that he plans to seek the death penalty if Batts is convicted of the charges. Batts' husband and 14-year-old son are also charged with deliberate homicide and have pleaded not guilty. I remember us talking about this. See Katie's last question. Okay, Mel. CC, has there been about results on Tammy Daybell and or Alex Cox? We just did, Katie F. We just did Alex Cox's autopsy, discussed it a little bit, and he died from natural causes. He died basically because he had high blood pressure and a blood clot to the lung, mainly. Yeah, he died of natural causes. Now, Tammy Daybell has not come back. But Alex had caffeine in his system and naloxone, which is what is in Suboxone and Narcan, that shot they give people that overdose. Oh, I have watched all about the Roden murders, Queen. I'll look at chat. Let me finish this right here, and then we'll look at that. Okay, so authorities have video evidence showing Batts' husband and her son abusing Hurley. Gage Roche, an 18-year-old family friend, can be seen in the video abusing Hurley, but has denied any wrongdoing. Prosecutors have also charged Batts' 18-year-old daughter, Madison Sacer, with negligent homicide. Batts admitted to police that she beat Hurley, and that was how her own children learned to do the same. All of the family members lived in the same home. Batts reportedly forced Hurley to sit naked in front of fans while she sprayed water on him. The boy was also forced to perform jumping jacks and so-called wall sits. You evil, evil woman. The grandmother told investigators she allowed her kids to punish Hurley when she wasn't around, but that she did not know what kind of punishments were being inflicted. She claims to have told her son that striking Hurley with the paddle was not okay after it happened. Bullshit. Bat's husband reportedly said in the interview with police that he believed the punishments were too much and that he was trying to divorce his wife and move out of the home. He claimed that he wanted to raise the children without her. One day in December, a neighbor said she heard screaming coming from Bat's home and saw Hurley running away as fast as he could. Several family members followed after him, at which point Bat's son repeatedly punched the boy in the face and dragged him back to the residence. And no one called the police? Wait, just a minute here. The neighbor said she heard screaming coming from Bat's home, saw little James Hurley running away as fast as he could, and she didn't call the police? If I saw my neighbor dragging their kid through the yard, I don't care. I would call the police. I wouldn't care if it's another kid dragging another kid. You know what I mean? This boy's life could have been saved with a phone call. So this evil grandmother is being held at the Gallatin County Detention Center on a $750,000 bail. Really, Lisa? I hate to hear that, girl. You can appeal that, girl, I think. I'm not quite sure how it works. I don't get those. If I'd done a fraction of what she did, I'd be under the damn jail. Where was DFCS and the cops? Why did this neighbor... If you see a kid running from the house, you can tell they're in fear and somebody's running after them, punching them in the face and dragging them through the yard, and you don't call the damn police. Now, where I'm from, people don't call the police, but in situations like that, yes, they do. You see two grown-ups out there fist fighting, no, you may not call the police, but oh my gosh. Did she live stream of him naked? No, she would make him stand naked and get in front of the fan and spray him with water or something, KDF. But there is another grandmother that we're going to talk about right now in a minute that did live stream a man sexually assaulting her 1-year-old grandmother. And that's why my title has evil grandmothers in it. Let me just find these two weirdos. I'm tell you what, people like this needs to be put out to pasture, as they call it. Let's just take them on out of this world. They have no business in society. Look at these two. These are some real winners here. We have the grandmother, and we have the male that sexually assaulted a 1-year-old little girl. Well, it says sex acts. Alabama grandmother streams video of 19-year-old man performing sex acts on her 1-year-old granddaughter. Oh my dear Jesus, it kills me to read that, y'all. It just, oh my God, them son of a bitches. God, that makes me cry. I must be like an empath or something because I get really emotional over this stuff. Okay. So an Alabama woman is charged with filming a 19-year-old man performing sex acts on her 1-year-old granddaughter and streaming the videos to an online pornography service. Her name, the Alabama State Bureau of Investigation arrested Lisa Williamson, 41, Stephen Anthony Jackson, late Thursday. Lisa Williamson has been charged with permitting a child to engage in production of obscene material, sex abuse of a child, production of child pornography, dissemination of child pornography, possession of child pornography. Jackson has been charged with production of child pornography and first-degree sodomy. It makes me sick. WTVY said that both Williamson and Jackson from Hartford and southeastern Alabama, near the Florida state line, are being held in the Geneva County Jail. The station said law enforcement got a tip from an out-of-state about the pornography operation. Authorities say Williamson filmed Jackson performing sex acts on the child, including oral sex, and may have been using a subscription service online for distribution. Do her little granddaughter like that? You sick, sick bitch. You need to be done away with. I think they should pass a law that if you commit a sex act on a child like that, you are going to be put to death. That is disgusting. This little poor child laying there not knowing what's going on, terrified, and some sick man doing that. Where is this child's mother? Where is her father? Sick mother mofos. I'm about cussed. Oh, it makes me sick. I can't hardly, it's hard for me to read these things sometimes. It really is. I never had grandkids here, and this infuriates me. I worked at a temp emergency shelter for abused, neglected, and abandoned children. I had my first kid and quit to stay with her. Yeah. It's sick. These people sick. She probably got custody of this kid, drawing all kinds of stuff for her and abusing her. Letting this sicko abuse her. And who is he to her? What is the relationship of this guy to this grandmother? Is that her young little boyfriend, and that's what she's got to do to keep the sicko? Kills me. Cassie said, Des Waters. I try to be respectful on here because I know there's a lot of Christians on here. I don't like to cuss, really. I don't think it's very ladylike, but sometimes I do. When I get fired up. I love when CC cusses. Oh, goodness. I get worked up sometimes. Look at this right here. Searchers find missing Tot's boots, but no other signs after he vanished when grandmother turned her back for a minute. Oh, this is May 11th. Oh, I love his little jacket. Oh, look at those chubby cheeks. Officials in Nova Scotia resumed a search for a boy who wandered off last week while at his grandparents' home. Oh, no. 3-year-old Dylan Eller was visiting his grandparents in a neighborhood near Queen and Elizabeth Streets in Truro, Nova Scotia, when he vanished. The child's grandfather, Norman Brown, told the outlet that Dylan disappeared after his grandmother turned her back for a minute. Dylan, described as an active boy, was last seen in camouflage pants, blue rubber boots, and a winter coat with U.S. flags pictured. So he was in this coat he's got on now. Oh, there's no way. I just don't think there's no way a kid could survive since last week. What day last week? Let me see where this place is at. Truro, Nova Scotia. Where's that at, guys? Canada? Let's see what the weather is there. It's 55 right now. So it's really cold there at night, I'd say. Yeah, that's in Canada. Of course, Nova Scotia. Duh, CC. Um, yeah, I should have known that was in Canada, guys. My mind goes blank sometimes, especially when I've been upset over my little duck friend and stuff. I hope and pray that they find this little boy, but I'd say it's pretty cold up there at night. Hell, it's been cold here. It frosted. When I got up yesterday morning, there's frost on the ground, and I thought it had killed my Asian lilies. It looked like it affected them a little bit, but they bounced back. CC does a great Carol Baskin intimidation. Yeah. Um. Oh, Carol Baskin, she tried to get on an Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber music video. This woman's got no shame. She's got no shame. And it's just something stupid. Her and her husband has got like leopard print onesie on, pajama onesies, right? And they got some kind of stupid hat on. And they're just sitting there, rocking back and forth. Carol's looking at her husband to make sure he's doing it. And it's just stupid. Yeah, Katie F. I saw the clip. Ariana Grande shared it on Twitter. It's still freezing at night, and AM's here too. Yeah, Jamie, it's really cold. I mean, he's got a little warm coat, but gosh, he's a kid. He's not going to stay warm at night. All the wild animals up there, the wolves, the coyotes, bears. And they found his rubber boots. That is not a good sign. He had those boots on when he disappeared, and they found them. Hey, Barry Mary. It's okay, hon. Well, the sun is shining for the past week here. No rain. It looks amazing. Us Irish get all excited when we get a bit of sun. It rains a lot there, doesn't it, Karen? It's been raining a lot here too, Karen. Karen, you know the Irish people is what settled here in the Appalachian Mountains. The poor Irish. And that's how moonshine got started in the hills. From the Irish immigrants. Yeah, I got Irish to me too. Irish, Cherokee. And my granny, I posted a picture of my granny yesterday. If you zoom in on that picture, you can see my granny's high cheekbones, way her face is shaped, and her nose. When she was young, she had naturally jet black hair. It was really dark, down to her butt, straight as a stick. You know, you could tell she had Native American in her. You can tell. Yeah, they found his little boots. That's making me think that maybe an animal might have got a hold of him. Bless his little heart. Hey, there is no way I would walk down in these woods behind my house at night by myself without a gun. There's coyotes, everything down there. So just think how it is up in Canada. Oh, thanks, Light Feather. My granny, she's a firecracker. She stopped by for a minute to see me yesterday. I see they got the video footage of Ahmaud Arbery. You know, he was that jogger that was brutally gunned down by those rednecks, as I call them. Racist, not redneck, racist. Let's see if we can find the video. Here it is, guys. This is all I did. This is something that I have done myself. I have went and peeked in old abandoned houses that's got for sale signs. You can tell nobody's living there. Like I said, my mom pull up and say, hey, run up there and see what it looks like inside. Is it nice or whatever? That don't mean you're trying to break in and do something wrong.
This is the video that some believe shows Ahmaud Arbery walking into a home under construction. We only have a few seconds of it. He looks around and then walks out. Shortly after this, Arbery was
keeps buffering, guys.
Stopped while running by Travis and Greg McMichael, where he was killed. News4Jack's I-Team reporter Kelly Wiley learned of other videos showing Ahmaud Arbery on Thursday from the same attorney who released the video of the shooting. She tracked down the property owner to get the clip.
We started to try to figure out how to get in touch with the property owner and if there really was a surveillance video showing him at that construction property.
And the owner tracked down numerous videos of what all appear to be the same man walking through this home as far back as October 2019. Here's a side-by-side of the final video of the site.
Maybe he was just bored.
Shooting video that happened that same day. The man in both appears to be in the same clothing, but so far, News4Jax has yet to receive confirmation that this is Arbery in the home that day.
We still haven't gotten confirmation from the GBI or from Ahmaud's attorneys, or the homeowner for that matter, for who is actually in the videos.
Now the question is whether it played a role in both the initial Glynn County investigation, where charges were not filed against the McMichaels, as well as the following
what was it
GBI
in those guys' business if he was in there?
Charges were filed.
None.
When the GBI took over the case after a public outcry, they released this statement to News4Jax. We are indeed reviewing additional video footage and photographs as part of the active case. It is important to note that this footage was reviewed at the beginning of the GBI investigation and before the arrests of Gregory and Travis McMichael.
Hey, he wasn't doing anything. I mean, he's a young kid. So what? He had been in there a couple times looking around. He didn't steal anything. He didn't say a thing about he took anything or anything. He's just curious. I mean, when I was a kid, if they was building something that was around, we might go explore it. It don't mean we was up to no good. It's just checking things out. Pieces of shit. They purposely went after this young kid just because of the color of his skin and because he was checking out a house under construction. Just curious. They should be took out and hung for that crap. Why did they call the cops at all if they were going to play vigilante? Why didn't they just if they thought that he was up to no good, why didn't they just call the cops and say, look, we got some video footage. This young kid, he keeps coming into this house under construction and, we would rather that he didn't, Why didn't they do that? Why they got to yank out a gun for and go hunt this kid down in the neighborhood? And then they involved another neighbor. They had another neighbor falling behind filming. So he was in on it too. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me see what my mom wants. I see she's messaged 100 times. Let me tell her I'll call her back in a minute. She does it every morning. I tell her the same thing every morning. So annoying. Kids used to come in the houses my dad was building, throw paint, etc. Used to cost him a fortune. Maybe there had been similar stuff going on in the area. Well, I mean, yeah. But they got the video surveillance. He's just in there looking around. And like I said, if he done anything, to the property, they should have They should have contacted police. They are not the police. They had no right to do what they did. They killed this boy for no reason because he was curious and because of the color of his skin. It's bullcrap. Yeah, exactly, Quincy. No, Mama, it don't justify. Like I said, if they was worried he was going to do something, they knew he'd been in there just looking around. Why didn't they just go get like a no trespassing sign? Hang up a no trespassing sign. Tell the police to go tell him and his parents, They had this all planned out. This was premeditated. They had guns with them. They had a neighbor filming. Maybe, Mel. Oh, no, I wasn't getting on you. I'm just saying. I mean, they've not said that he destroyed anything previously, in the property. It's really hard to be a black man in the United States. I say it is, Tremaine. It's scary. Look at the history. It was two white men, two races. White men who saw a black man, wanted to kill him. Yeah, it's like that Trayvon Martin shooting. That boy was murdered. And that guy got away with it. What's his name? George Zimmerman? He's been in trouble, though, since then. He's a troublemaker. It was murder. They should have called the police. Cheryl says, amen. Yes, it was murder. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about my other topic till I glanced down there. But there was an elderly couple. Let me get out of this. There was an elderly couple murdered at a veteran cemetery. They were just there visiting. Let me see if I can find it. So many tragedies going on in the world. I'll show y'all the guy that shot him. I'm pretty sure he shot him. I think he's dead. The suspect. There he is. Yeah, elderly couple shot and killed at veteran cemetery. Suspect dies of gunshot wound after shootout with police. So this happened at a veteran cemetery in Bear, Delaware. It says the suspect was later shot and killed. Yeah, he just shot him for no reason. An 85-year-old woman was pronounced dead at Delaware Veterans Memorial Cemetery on Friday, state police said. And an 86-year-old man died of his injuries at the hospital on Saturday. The couple is not being identified pending notification of the next of kin. Troopers responded to the scene shortly after 10 a.m. on Friday and found the couple. Initial reports indicate someone had been seen running into a nearby wooded area right after the shots were fired. Nearly an hour after arriving, troops saw a man running into a wooded area in a nearby subdivision and secured the area. Just after noon, the suspect and officers exchanged gunfire. Several hours later, troopers entered the wooded area and found the suspect dead of a gunshot wound. Okay, it is undetermined at this time if the gunshot wound was self-inflicted or as a result of the earlier exchange of gunfire, state police said, adding that an autopsy would make that determination. Okay, so the suspect's name is Sheldon C. Francis, 29, of Middletown. The couple was from Elkton, Maryland. Okay, and police have not released any information about a possible motive for the shooting. It sounds like this was just a random act. Isn't that awful? Go to a cemetery to pay your respects to a loved one, and you get gunned down for no reason by some stranger. They don't know. They've not released a motive, KDF. That makes me crazy. The racists especially piss me off because they act like if you're white and they're white, then automatically makes them your buddy. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not friends with racist people. Personally, that's just people that's racist or ignorant. Like I said, these white people down in the South that's racist, they give us all a bad name, but we're not racist, a lot of us. It's just the ignorant ones. Jamie, I have biracial family members. It stinks, folks. Jokes about the color. I know, like everybody is the freaking same. Don't matter the color of your skin. We're all the same. We're all equal. I don't know what people don't understand about that. I know it just irritates me. The truth is, it's a racist guilt. Yes, Queen, I've been saying that. Yeah. He was killed because of the color of his skin. You know, they have to be racist. So he went and looked around a couple times in a house under construction. He was out for a run, just curious. Maybe he stopped in there to see what was going on. Maybe the next time he stopped in there to see how far along they got with it. You know, but they just automatically assume, oh, it's a black man, so he's in there robbing something. You know, it's racist. That's their mindset. Saddens me that this could very much happen in my little stupid hick town. Sounds like a lynching. That's what it sounds like to me. They hunted him down in the neighborhood. Got another neighbor to help him. Go with them to film. Yeah, it's cool to see how houses are built. I guarantee that's what he was doing. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I would have probably done the same thing, y'all. I may not have walked all the way inside, but hey, I would have maybe took a little peek because I'm nosy. There's nothing wrong with what he did, you know. A lot of people do stuff like that. It's just because the color of his skin. It's crazy. And if they can prove this is a hate crime, you'll get the death penalty if they're convicted. I looked it up the other day. Ariana, I'm mixed and proud. East African, Scottish, Swiss, Brazilian. I could care less if racists think I shouldn't exist because I do, so they'll just have to live with it. Amy. Ariana. Ooh, she's an exotic lady. Ooh. I bet you're pretty. You know, those guys on 90 Day Fiance, they always, they like those Brazilian women, the exotic ones, and they are. Most of them always beautiful. Let's see, they had, I was trying to think. Crap, is Cheryl still in here? The one that went to Vegas with that one guy. I can't think of her name, but she was pretty. Then they had another one. They've had a couple different ones from Brazil on there. It's really pretty. They literally filmed it. They're disgusting. There was no reason for that to happen. I think it's premeditated. Cheryl, who's that girl from 90 Day Fiance? Married the boy up in Vegas that lived with his mommy and the cats. I cannot think of their names. for nothing. Crap, what is her name? I don't know. I can't think of her name right now. And I can't think of his name. But he lived with his mom and he had a bunch of cats. And then her and his mom couldn't get along. So they divorced. She was beautiful but crazy. Can't remember. Hey, Cheryl, 90 Day the Other Way is coming back on. And it's going to have the girl that went to India to be with that one guy. I cannot think of his. I can't think of nothing this morning. It's because I've been upset. That's what it is. I know these people, but can't think of their names. Well, I don't know them, but you know what I mean. I know from the show. After 6 years, I found out a foreign neighbor of mine is racist. I've not talked to him since last summer. Oh, really? Hey, anybody can be a racist if you judge somebody. It don't matter what race you're from. You know what I mean? If you don't like someone because of the color of their skin, that's being racist, right? Hey, little Kelly. Oh, I like your little profile pic, the smiley face. That's cute. Big Ed and Rose are stuck in my head. Cheryl, Big Ed is a predator from 90 Day Fiancé. He was on his platform telling a 13-year-old girl to brush her teeth so she has pretty breath. And that's the same thing he told to Rose on the show. He likes those young girls and him an old man. I'm not age bashing, but he is. It's the truth. I think that's weird when someone's 50 and 60 years old and they want a 19-year-old girl that's younger than their own daughter. I'm sorry, but that is weird to me. That speaks volumes. And plus, Cheryl, it came out that Ed was sued by someone for stalking. Oh, you're welcome, little Kelly. No, it's not. It's not them, Cheryl. It was. Oh my gosh, I can't think of her name. Let me see if I can find it. Colt and Larissa. That's the name, Cheryl. Colt's from Vegas. Larissa was Brazilian. Remember, he lived with his mommy, had all those cats. Jermaine wants a sugar mama. Well, you can probably find one. These guys on 90 Day Fiancé find them. What's up with these older women? Like, they love the younger guys from foreign countries. Like baby girl Lisa, loving Soldier Boy. Yeah, she worked for him, Cheryl. Yeah. That girl worked for Big Ed. She made a TikTok video. I watched it about how he stalked her. It's the accent, probably. The girls like the guys with the accent. Well, I was kind of disappointed in 90 Day Fiancé this season, because they just got a bunch of couples on there. And, we already know they don't make it. Everything was leaked. Somehow someone leaked the tell-all and some other episodes and information. So I don't know. It was a sucky season. Larissa, yeah, that's her name. Bye, Queen. Have a good day. I'm trying to think of the guy's name from India and the girl, the older lady. It's Cement, and I love Cement. Let me see if I can find her name. I know he ended up being married and all that. She went to India to live with him. She finds out, the reason they couldn't get married is because Jenny and Cement, is because he was already married. His parents forced him to marry this lady. His over there, their culture is different. They respect what their parents say. If their parents say, "Hey, you cannot marry this woman or this man, you cannot do it," they arrange the marriages. They're very traditional. Yeah, but Jenny is going back to see Cement in India, so it's going to be interesting. Finally, they're going to have. I mean, this past season they had a gay couple, but this season they're going to be having a guy that has a boyfriend down in Mexico. He's going to be going and seeing. So that's going to be interesting. There'll probably be all kinds of drama with that. So I am back. My eldest son called me and talked forever. I'm so blessed. That's all right, Shug. I don't blame you. If my son called, I'd talk to him too instead of listening to the live stream. Mine's in there asleep still, my little boy. A guy whose real name is Cement. No, it's Submit. Cement shoes. Submit with the S. Sumitt. Probably can't understand me because of my accent. Yeah, but I know like everybody was all hard on Submit because he ended up being married, but I actually liked him. I felt bad for him. He was forced to marry someone he didn't want to be with. Yeah, that's how you spell it, Cheryl. Hi, Tina. How are you? So did y'all have a good Mother's Day? I had a good Mother's Day. I was blessed to be with my son. I was just really, really busy and stuff most of the day. I miss him. He had to tell me about his pigs and horse and his cows and his dogs and his cats. Oh, hey, Shug, I forgot to ask you, but did you go to Joe Exotic Zoo, or what used to be Joe Exotic Zoo, Winniewood? Leave it to Beaver. I'm glad it's over. I hope your mom feels better. I know she's been sick. You said. I bet she's got diabetes problems that she's been passing out. It's hard in lockdown. It is. Hey, Jean, was great. Just wish the weather was warmer so I could plant outside. I'm moving so much in and out every day right now. Yeah, I like to plant me a little garden. I got a pretty good sized garden box already built for it. So I may look up online and see what some little herbs I can grow that the chickens and goat would enjoy, and grow me a few vegetables too. She says low blood pressure, but we're going to go to the doctor. Could be low blood pressure. I can tell when my blood pressure gets low. My feet get real cold. Yeah, they start feeling real funny. Karen, our Mother's Day is in March. Oh, really? Oh, I thought it was the same time as ours. I know, guys, it's hard to celebrate during this quarantine, but we just got to be grateful for what we've got right now. you know, because we never know what's going to happen. We could lose a child, a close loved one, anything could happen. I know quarantine's hard, but we still got things to be grateful for. I get down the dumps aggravated, annoyed too. Believe me, I really do. I have been manic for about 3 or 4 days now. So it's been like a real struggle for me. I can't believe they cast Nicolas Cage as Joe. I'm probably real behind in this chat. I know it. They should have cast David Spade. For sure. Yeah, I'm stupid to have gotten upset for some reason. I got real sad about my daddy being dead. He's the one person I didn't get a call from. And I just miss him some days more than others. I know how that is leaving Beaver. I'm like that. I get like that about my papa or, you know, my little brother's dad that passed away. I get like that too. We all get down in the dumps and stuff. Very Mary, was it your birthday? Well, happy belated birthday. Oh, it says Mother's Day. Oh, sorry. My bad. I misread that. I'm sure things. She's probably just got something simple wrong with her. Leave it to Beaver. She just probably needs some kind of blood pressure pill or something like that. Me and Leave It to Beaver's going to try to do a stream maybe tomorrow together. We may do it on her channel. I don't know. No, yet. I got to talk to her about it. Then me and Rendering Media, we're going to do stream this week too. Maybe about the Cheryl Coker case because she knows a lot about it. David Spade is so funny when he goes off on rants. Hey, they should get me to play Carol Baskin. Really, they should get me to play Carol Baskin because I can rescue bobcats too. Even though I don't care that my husband disappeared off the face of this earth. There's my Carol Baskin impersonation, okay? Oh. I'm going to go rescue a tiger. We're going to have a fundraiser. We're going to raise thousands and thousands of dollars. And then that tiger is going to vanish off the face of this earth. And I'm going to tell everyone that it died. But I'm really going to kill it. But first, I got to raise money. I got to scam everyone first, okay? That's the way she sounds, guys. Her voice, it never goes lower. It never goes higher. She never shows any emotion in it. Nicolas Cage for Joe. Yes, Mel. Nicolas Cage is going to play Joe Exotic, I think. And I don't know who's going to play me, but it better be a really hot woman. And see me at shoes. Don't be making fun of my flower headband. I am a hippie. I'm all about peace, love, and getting rid of any husband that's in your way. And collecting their life insurance. I base my impersonation of Cece's impersonation. You did good, Carol Baskin. Cece, you'll have to get you a long blonde wig. Yeah, I got to get me a flower headband too. I cannot wait. They could get a damn mannequin to play her. She would be more way interesting. I know, like you can't tell that she loves big cats. You can't tell that she loves that sanctuary. I mean, she has no passion in her voice about anything. The only time I ever see her kind of smile or something is when she's doing her video diaries and she's putting down Don. But she says stuff about him in a way that she's trying to come off as like it didn't really bother her he was that way, and it was kind of funny to think back on it. That that's fake. Don really irritated the hell out of her. He was very frugal. Um, she felt like he didn't respect her, didn't respect the work that she done. She didn't like she couldn't spend the amount of money she wanted to. She resented him. She got rid of it so she could have full access to all that money and do what she wanted. She don't even care. The people on the internet think that she killed her husband. She don't even care about it. She don't care where he's at. She don't want anybody to talk about it. She wants it to disappear the way he did. It's not going to, lady. It's not going to. She'd never kill me. I'm not worth enough money. She kills me when she talks about Dawn. Dawn was dumpster diving, eating food out of trash cans. He was so frugal. That's what she says. And I am perfect. I never do wrong. It was all Dawn. I didn't breed cats to have tiger cubs. Bullshit, lady. People that don't know me is going to click on and be like, what in the hell is she talking like that for? I could probably do a better impersonation of her if I paid attention to her a little bit more. It's hard to do an impersonation of someone that has no freaking personality. All you can do is lower your voice and try to talk in a low tone. All the true crime I've watched, I'd starve to death before I dumpster dive. Yeah, some people have to, though, but Don didn't have to. He just, maybe he enjoyed it. The way she made it sound like he's eating out of nasty trash cans and stuff, and like he had dementia. I don't know. If you pay attention to her video diaries, she never says anything bad about herself. She never says anything like, oh, I could have come off in a bad way or something. It's always Dawn. It's always Dawn. But she's got a way of saying this stuff to where she's trying not to sound too bad, but it still comes off pretty bad. They said she spent millions trying to get Joe Exotic, but never gave the man a memorial service. Yes, and Carol Baskin has sued all kinds of people. They have been I think they're in lawsuits right now. She has been in numerous lawsuits with different people. Hey, she's worth about, what did I say? About 13 million the other day, I think. 13 to 20 million, something like that. Joe did more for Travis passing than Carol did for Dawn's disappearance. I know. I think it's gloating the way she talks about Dawn. Yeah, she tries to word it where it's not, she don't sound bad saying it, but to me, it still sounds bad. I see right through that. It's very noticeable when you never point out your own mistakes, but you're just pointing out someone else's all the time. I have a hard time dealing with people like that, to be honest. It's a big red flag when it's always someone else's fault and you're never wrong, because nobody's perfect. All that money and she still tried to put Joe's elderly parents on the street. Yeah. She was even threatening, I think in one video, it shows Joe like taking off his watch. He's like, you want my watch, Carol Baskin? And he puts it on this stuff that, when you shoot it, it explodes. Well, he blew that watch out of hell. So everybody thought when Carol sued Joe that she was trying to prove a point. People really didn't think that she would actually go through with trying to collect. But she did. She took four-wheelers. She took tour buses. You name it. She took it. She even sued Joe's mother She is money hungry. I've never seen anybody in my life to have a husband disappear. And she don't want nobody to talk about it. I've never seen anyone be accused of having something to do with the disappearance of their husband, and they laugh and smile when they answer the question. I've never seen anybody do that. I mean, I've seen Chris Watts, the way he was doing that interview, but she flat out asked on news interviews, and she laughs and smiles when she answers the question about his disappearance. That's weird. It's like she's got duper's delight. I heard the other day that it was her second or third husband changed his name, and now he is Jeff Lowe. Really? Well, Jeff looks like Carol's ex-husband. He does. He looks a lot like Carol's ex-husband, which I think it is Jamie's dad, Carol's daughter's dad, if I'm not mistaken. I think of Diane Downs in her smiling face when people do crap like that. Boy, isn't she a nut? She is a nut. We're going to have to do a Diane Downs and Susan Smith stream again. I did one a long time ago, but we could do it again. I think we're going to do Richard Ramirez for our next serial killer stream. And we're going to do some true crime trivia. I've just not had time to get any good questions and answers. This time, I want to have all the questions wrote down and all the answers so I don't have any problems, I think that would be fun to do. Have some trivia again, maybe some never have I ever game, Every now and then we got to have fun. We just can't constantly talk about true crime and never having fun. Which I think a lot of our streams are fun, even though we're discussing true crime, We get off topic a lot and have fun. Tina says, I saw your 2020 hits tribute to Carol Baskin, Mel. Very funny. Yeah, she does Carol Baskin really good. Carol Baskin's a nut. She's a nut. Mel plays that character good of how, she does like a fruitcake, fruity. I just can't believe that she tried to get into a Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande music video. And their audition tapes suck. They're just standing there. They're doing nothing special. They got a little bit of kitty cat holding it. She kisses the cat on the head. Some kind of music, and they're just swaying back and forth. It was nothing spectacular. And they had on those onesie leopard print pajamas. Colin Larissa Sherrill, yes. She used to call him Colty. That's what she called him. I had to go see it. I didn't get a notification for a new video for Mel. Yeah, I don't get notified a lot about the channels I watch. I missed Will's live stream Saturday. I'm going to go back and watch that. If you're listening, Will, I'm sorry I missed it. I've just had a lot going on in the house and stuff. And with my animals. Crap, I got a full-time job. But I'm thinking maybe Friday we're going to do a Richard Ramirez serial killer live stream. If anybody knows anything about Richard, you're welcome to come up on panel and discuss it with me. But I want to go through like the whole story from his childhood to the murders and him dying in prison. I'm going to take a little nap, Mel. Eat that sub. Got me sleepy. Yeah, I got to go fix me some breakfast here in a minute and wake Timothy up, and got some stuff to do. Got to make sure I get his laundry done. He's going to go visit his dad for a couple days. But anyways, y'all, thanks for chatting. Oh, by the way, I'm going to try to do our member stream every Sunday. I'm going to try not to be so nervous on there. I just get nervous on camera. I don't know. I don't know. But I figured out like how I can live stream and do my member stream on my phone too. I just don't think it's as private. I think people can see that it's not a member, but they just can't chat. But I just thought about, pointing it towards the woods. Let's look at nature and the hummingbirds. I don't know. But we're going to have some topics for our member streams, and I'm going to try to do those every Sunday morning. Get in the habit of it. So, if y'all got any topics you'd like for me to talk about, if you're a channel member, on our channel member streams, let me know. I'm going to try to figure out how to use StreamYards to do that. I don't think I can, but I'm going to try. Y'all, please pray that Jacket, the little duck, is not dead. Because I'm so scared that he is. Hopefully I'll find out something for sure today. I just hate to walk down there and ask those people because I feel like they feel some type of way because all their animals come up here and take up with me. Yeah. But anyways, I love you guys. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll try not to be so emotional. Anyways, have a great day. Peace.